It's like a tiny transformer. It is so cool.
A little beauty. Please, guys, you need to see it to believe it. It's lovely.
Welcome to Motorhome Fanatics, the Inside Track. This is the podcast where we talk about what we've bought over the last couple of weeks. And what have we bought over the last couple of weeks? We've got 18 in stock at the moment. And we're that busy that we've had to send Shane off on a little Scottish adventure. Which means we've had to bring in the main man, the man of the moment, our senior buyer, introducing the fighter to my right, Mr. John Bubblehead Sutton. Hey, mate!
Hey up, mate, you okay?
I don't know where all that came from.
I think it's the first time I've been called Bubblehead
before
I've got into the ring. Yeah, fantastic. Face of a boxer.
But voice of an angel.
Voice of an angel.
Voice of an angel.
Well, I must have some sort of voice of an angel because we're doing all right, aren't we?
We are doing all right, mate.
Yeah.
We are. You especially doing all right, and we brought you in specifically because out of the 18 in stock, you're killing it. You bought the majority of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely killing it. So much so that we've had to send Shane up to Scotland to hope he doesn't get lost.
I think he'll be all right. All he's got to do is flap his wings.
Flap his wings.
Flap his wings.
Yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'm sure he'll have a stop off on the way back, check in. It's all going to be fine. So you stepped in at the last minute.
Lastminute.com.
Yeah. You're a bit... But you have bought some stock, haven't you?
We've got some nice stuff.
We've got 18 in.
Yeah.
What are your picks of the 18?
I've written these down. Francia, A-class.
Yeah, nice.
We've got a Majestic. We've got a
It's a bit more of a rarer beast, that Majestic. Apologies to interrupt you there.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, it is. You don't get many of them about, which is good.
Yeah.
I think something different. There's a Louis Fusion, and then there's an Auto Trail tracker, which I want to just have a little bit of a chat on because it's a beaut.
It is a beaut, and there is a little micro surprise, isn't there, at the end?
Well, you're going to talk about this micro surprise because this is one of your little beauties.
But
it is a little beauty. I tell you what, if anything ever brings a smile to your face, this is going to be it.
Absolutely.
But we'll talk about that. Yeah, absolutely.
So how are you finding things at the moment?
You know when we say things are going to be slow?
Yeah.
You know, generally, January, February, it's going to be slow. We've not seen it. We've not seen it at all. I think things are just pumping up and they're ready. Just before the new regs, I think people have got the news that, you know, now is a good time to sort of sell, which is a positive thing. So, yeah, we've found it really, really busy.
And are you finding that people are waiting for the show? But obviously, that's only a couple of weeks away now.
The main show that we had last year, that was very much the case. A lot of people. You know, I think there was a good 10% of everything that came through was, we're waiting for the show.
Yep.
This year, I don't feel it. Smaller show at the NEC, so that people have said, but there's not so many people waiting. I think they want the cash in the pocket to go and do what they need to do.
Because it is a changing market, isn't it, out there at the moment?
Yeah,
it
very
is a changing
much.
market, which we talk about in the other podcast.
Yeah.
So this little Francia,
tell
me about this mighty, tiny mighty.
Tiny mighty. I mean, I always said, and I've said this before, there's always a story behind why we buy a motorhome, and sometimes the stories are sad, sometimes the stories are happy, you know, by the by, but this is a very, very well looked after Francia. Okay.
Because it's coming up to 6 years old, isn't it? So 2017, if I remember rightly.
27, it's the i640 SD. I think it looks a bit better and a bit more ahead of the times for its age.
Is this a 2 or the 4 berth?
2 berth.
2 berth, 2 belt
Two
with the
berth,
drop
2
down.
belt with the drop down. Yeah. I think it looks stylish. It looks a little bit above its time for its age. So on the forecourt, it's going to look really nice and really sort of special amongst some of the new stuff.
It's a nice standout piece compared
nice
to the vanilla
standout
that's
piece.
out there.
And look, somebody wants a little bit of luxury, but they don't want it to be a 4 or 6 berth.
Yeah.
Right? They just want the two of them to go away and enjoy it. perfect.
Couple of touring wagon around the Alps.
Yeah, some nice features and options as well. You've got the media pack on it. You've got the satellite dish.
Yeah.
150 brake horsepower. So nice, meaty, plenty of power.
Yeah.
And like you say, 2x2 belt with the drop down. So nice feature little product. Love it.
Frankie quality in there as well.
Oh, absolutely.
What's your next one?
The Majestic, the Audis Majestic 250.
Oh, tis rarer.
Rarer beast. You don't get many of these around.
They built quite a few, but quite a few keep them.
Yeah, they don't let them go very easy. They tend to love them.
Yeah.
This is a 70 plate. It is the 160 brake horsepower.
It is.
So you've got a nice bit of power there.
4 berth, 4 belt.
4 berth, 4 belt.
Island bed?
Correct. Island bed.
What's
Island bed. What is the song?
You've got to do it, John. Do the song. Do the song.
That's for another podcast if I get invited back.
John,
right?
you won't get invited back unless you do the song.
Another time, take 2. But yeah, satellite dome on that one as well. So it's got a nice little few features, which is good. And I always find it's the extras that make that little bit of difference, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I bought that one, and that one was it's beautiful, immaculate.
Yeah,
inside.
absolutely,
absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And B, the fact that it was the island bed, the 250, just to price it up was hard work because there is not many out there.
No.
And yet this is the layout that we get asked for an awful lot. Between that and the U-shaped rear lounge.
Yeah, U-shaped rear and islands, that's what we get asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think a little beauty and a bit more rarity, which I think is really nice and really special. So good for the dealers.
And obviously the Majestic spec, which is the Marquis Special spec. So it's even got a nice little back box on there for a bit more storage.
It does, yeah. You don't get them very often, do you, back box?
No. I like a back box.
Yeah. Oi, oi.
Moving on. What's next?
The Fusion, the McLuey Fusion 373.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one. Talk to me more.
I don't know a lot about it. The thing is, it's a 20 plate, 900 miles.
Wow.
So we won't go into the story behind it, but for a 20 plate with 900 miles, I think that's got some legs in it.
That's exceptional,
hasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
And like I said, there's always a story behind everything, but we won't go into it. But nice 4 berth, 4 belt. Yeah. Fixed singles. Yeah, lovely.
I mean, Louis are a nice brand. They sort of dovetail alongside Autosleeper an awful lot, don't they? But
quality of this one was very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So it's got the Hab AC as well.
Oh, has it?
So if you've got anyone that's thinking about that European trip, they always want the Hab AC.
Well, it's even getting warmer in this country as well. So it's
hopefully this year we'll have a good one.
Yeah. No, my kid's nearly cooked in my van.
You're not meant to leave them in the van for long, though, right?
Oh, you're meant to feed them.
Take them out now and then. So that's it, Louis. Good wagon. 3 good ones.
Yeah. What's your little perler?
So I've got a little perler, right? And again, we go on about the story 3 times now. But the Auto Trail Tracker EKS, it's an 08 plate.
Oh, I thought you meant the other one. Oh, the 08 plate. Tell me the story.
The 08 plate. So the story with this one is the gentleman that had it has looked after it very, very well. Unfortunately, sort of he passed away, and now it's up to the wife to sort of like push this forward. And when she spoke to us, she didn't know a lot about it. But when we went, oh my God, if anything's ever been looked after, it was this. Absolutely beautiful.
Was it?
And a testament to the gentleman as well. You know, he's done an amazing job. And I think that pushes through as well for whoever's going to have it next. So well looked after, immaculate condition. For an 08 plate, you don't get it very often, do you?
No. You've often got little bumps and
scrapes and marks.
How old would that be now?
It's a 08 plate. It's going to be 15 years
16.
old.
I mean, I had a few bumps and marks at 15,
Crikey,
16.
still have.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, an absolute little beauty.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So some really good stuff coming through.
Yeah.
Very happy. Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. I mean, I wanted to talk to you, and I'm sure Lewis is going to put a little sort of screenshot of this in. the little wheelhouse scurry. Micro camper extraordinaire.
I mean, I haven't seen it.
Oh, mate, it's beautiful.
I haven't seen a picture of it.
It is so lovely. I cannot wait to show you.
Your smile makes me smile, Pete.
But that's just naturally every day when we work together.
Oh,
who couldn't smile working with you?
Well, there's worse jobs in the tub with me.
There is, yeah.
To be honest.
I've done worse jobs with you in the past. This little scurry. It's 2-berth, 2-belt micro camper. It's built on the little Doblo.
Yeah, how cute.
So you can see how big it is. It's a tiny Doblo. That little motorhome behind your head, that is probably about the size of it, to be fair. But 2-berth, 2-belt, it's got a pop top, so it's got an electric roof, but you can't sleep up there. It's got electric drop-down storage.
Right.
From the pop top.
Is it?
Yeah. It's so cool.
Is that the one? Can you multiple change the layout a little bit?
A little bit.
Like that?
Only a tiny bit. Yeah. So you multiple change the layout. There's no gas in there. It's all run off electric, so it's induction hobs. And everything's electric, though. You press buttons and things drop on you and move on you. It's like a tiny transformer. It is so cool.
Bumblebee. Oh, yours is Bumblebee.
Mine's Bumblebee. No one's buying my Bumblebee. This thing is so cool.
Is it?
Mate, yeah. It's going to make
Is this where we have Lewis puts images that flash up?
I hope so. Yeah. Otherwise, I just look an absolute moron. It's just so cool. It's just so cool. So, our picks of the day. Francia.
Yep.
Majestic 250.
50, correct.
What was the thing on the Francia? What was the model number?
640 SD. The I640
so it's a Francia
SD.
I640 SD.
Yeah.
2-berth, 2-belt.
2-belt. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
A-class
Beauty.
The eldest Majestic 250, rare as rocking horse poo.
Correct.
Or hen's teeth, whichever you want
70
to call
plate, 160, lots of extras.
Lots of extras. Yeah. McLouis Fusion, was it next?
373, 20 plate, yeah.
Yeah.
Great condition.
Yeah. A little barnstormer on the tracker.
A little beauty, please guys, you need to see it to believe it. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Tracker e-cares.
I don't want to keep this story, but I know I need to sell it.
You can't.
I love it. It is lovely. I've got too many kids.
Yeah.
I've got too many kids. What have you got in the pipeline? I haven't talked to you about this, actually.
Now, there's a couple, and it's the Tribute F60, okay, and the Benamar Tesoro T494, both based on the Ford, both autos, both 170s. That's the big cake takeaway.
Wow.
Autos, 170s.
And is there a lot more coming through on the Ford at the moment?
I think so. Yeah. We're seeing a lot more.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot more, and probably a few more Mercedes as well. And Peugeot's ramping up maybe a touch, but yeah.
And what are you enjoying buying at the minute?
All for me, it's all about the story. It's all about how can we help the people at the end. You know, because ultimately, because they come to us and they deserve the best service that they can. And if we can provide the best service, then we can provide the best motorhomes.
You heard it here first. Thank you so much for your time. I know I dropped this on you at very short notice. But thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate it. That is the inside track for the first half of February. If you have any questions, queries, comments, Shane is on the road for the next 4 hours. Just give him a call. He's going to be driving back from wherever the hell he's gone in Scotland. Thanks for your time, John. Appreciate it,
Thanks, mate.
See you later.